No, 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 no. Good morning, sunshines. Witten really wants to get on the action this morning. Say good morning, sunshines, to my friends. Say it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Good morning, sunshine. As you can jump on, say good morning, sunshine, or hashtag GMS. Okay, this is going to be so good, you guys. P.S. This is not the one that cussed. So there's that. Here, watch this. Watch this, best mom ever. Brush your teeth. Yay! Best mom of the world. Okay, as you jump on, say good morning, sunshine, hashtag GMS. Tell me something you are grateful for this morning. I'm grateful for toothbrushes for multiple reasons. Not only, you guys, do they get rid of all of the extra gunk on your teeth and take care of your gum health, but they also make incredible chew toys, especially when you're 10-month-old, 11-month-old is getting his 2-year-old like molars. What the literal bleep conversation for the day. Okay, today is also Wednesday. We talk about our visualization on Wednesday. What are you guys doing to regularly remind yourself to visualize what you want to become? You're there in your life. Please share with others what you're doing to make sure you get that time in specifically. You might use an app, right? There's a lot of cool apps out there to help you that. You might have a vision board. You might have a vision book. You might have a regular meditation practice. What are you doing to visualize? Let's talk about best mom moves, okay? Today's for our moms and dads out there, future, or maybe grandparents even at this point, anyone who's molding the minds of little people. So here we are this morning, all right? My house is crazy on Wednesday mornings because I do these team calls, and John Carroll has to get the boys ready while I'm doing my calls, right? For preschool, for us to be here, and then Jace out of the door. It's awesome. So I come upstairs, I'm like, hey, babe. It's now like 10 minutes till we have to go. Are the boys ready? And I look like they're in their pajamas, right? Quincy's in his pajamas, or Witten's in his pajamas. Quincy's naked. I'm like, okay, so no. I'm like, have we had breakfast yet? No, we haven't had breakfast yet. I'm like, all right, well, we're leaving in 10 minutes. And then John Carroll sits down on the couch. I'm like, all right, I'm feeding baby Witten. I'm like, I'm just going to keep feeding baby Witten. And I'm like, so like, do you think you guys are going to be ready to leave in 10 minutes? And he says, oh, happened right there, right? Bleep, F word, and then gets up. And then Quincy, my 2.5-year-old, right, says, effing something, effing something. And then like pauses and then says, effing something again. He tries it on for size, you guys. The F word, not once, but twice. My 2.5-year-old went ahead and just threw down for me this morning. And do you know why he said that? Do you know why? It's because his father, just seconds before, was just proclaiming the F word nonchalantly like he does because it's a regular part of his vocabulary as he stood up, right? And I'm like, oh, bleep. That's what goes through my head, right? But I don't say it out loud, you guys. I'm really good at cussing internally, but not externally unless I want to make a point. That's generally my format now, right? Okay, so here we are. My baby just said the F word. What do I do, right? So my reaction, of course, is, hey, bud, we don't say that. And John's like, what did he say? I'm like, you didn't just hear him at bleep and cuss? Like right after you just said it, he bleep, like right after? And my husband's like, bleep, like what? Like, right, this is my life this morning. I'm like, okay, so this is going well. And I'm like, yeah, he just said the F word because you said it. And okay, so here we are. There is a point to this. Okay, first of all, do you remember your child's first cuss word? And if they've never said one, high five, pat yourself on the back. You're a bomb bleep parent. All right. But what was your kid or your grandkids? Do you remember that moment? Do you remember what's going on? Now let's just take a look at our lives and let's apply this on a different level. Oh, do you want to have this? No, have this. Oh, this is very nice. It smells like shaving cream. I love this one. It smells like shaving cream, you guys. Okay. So our babies, whether they're this age or 2.5 or 17, they're watching our behaviors and they're modeling their lives after the things we do. And I just want that to sink in for a second. Your babies or grandbabies or friends' babies, the little people in your life that you're around are watching you and they're modeling their behavior after you. They're modeling their thoughts after you. They're modeling their languaging after you. They're modeling their tenacity, their worthiness, their patience, the way they react to situations after you. So the way, literally, and I know that I just did this, like steps to become a better parent, right? Was to become better yourself. Literally, everything you do, say, be, show up, all of it is being programmed into that little brain of the people around you. Just like my son, his programming this morning, he had been subjected to the bleep word enough times that it just naturally came out of his mouth. And he doesn't know why. He didn't do it with intention, you guys. He wasn't being a bad kid. He just saw something, his brain learned it, and then he started to do it. It was a reaction based upon what he's learning. And that's whatever. Like, I mean, I'm not going to have a kid that cusses. That's just not my jam. So, we're going to teach him that's not a thing. We're going to readdress those situations. Awesome. Right. But like, literally, you guys, that was just the F word. Like you're saying, Callie, you're saying your toddler just saying bleep is just, it was just the F word. That's all that happened. Right. Coachable, trainable. Now, but what about when you train your child that they're not worthy of happiness? How about that? What about when you train your kid, you get so stuck in the monotony of the life, in the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday grind, that your small people in your life, your 15-year-old, your 12-year-old, your 8-year-old, your 2-year-old, they think that life is meant to be, you go to a job that you hate Monday through Friday, you celebrate when you get off, and you party on the weekends. Which maybe that's what you want to instill into your children. But I know there's way more out there than just that, right? So what if that's what you're teaching? It's not the F word. It's their self-love, self-respect. What about, no? Do you want this one back? Look at what you threw here. Guys, he threw his protein bar in the crevice of my car. So I'm just going to retrieve it and see what it's got on it. Like, does it have any treats? It's fine. Okay. So it could be that. Oh no, I got a sock. You guys should come into my car. Like, there are so many cool treats in here, and I just vacuumed yesterday. No problem. Boom. Look at that. Protein bar. Mom life. Who's nailing it? That's right. We're talking about mom life here. Okay. What about this? When's the last time you were disrespectful to your own body in front of your babies? Your 17-year-old, your 2-year-old. When's the last time you were disrespectful to your own body? When's the last time you said, I look fat in front of them? Oh, shame on, like, I would rather the F word come out of my 2-year-old than that come out of the mouth of my 17-year-old daughter, right? Because that's effing her up, right? That F's people up. It's not just a simple F word. When's the last time you, like, in disrespect for your body, you complained about your own physique? When's the last time you were in front of your little people and you were obsessing about calories or food and you were pushing that into their worlds? Been there, done that, right? Your actions, they're showing up in their world. When's the last time, right, you complained about your being, your look, how you show up at all? Because they're learning self-love and self-respect from you right now. They're not just learning the F word. They're learning self-love and self-respect. So now they're watching mom and dad. Okay, so mom and dad, this is their lifestyle, right? This is their self-worthiness. This is how they talk to themselves. I'm gonna go ahead and start to show up in the world like that. How about how you're training your kids and maybe directly speaking to them about what's possible for them? Okay, so something didn't work out for you. Something didn't work out. You wanted to be a professional athlete. You wanted to go to school on a scholarship. You wanted to win a certain award, right? You wanted to fill in the blank here and it didn't quite work out for you. Or maybe it did. But either way, the message you start delivering to your kids is, you know what? That's going to be really hard. You know what? Not very many people accomplish that. You know what? That's a pipe dream. Or some parents are more direct. You could never bleeping do that. You could never accomplish that. Like, it's not even how they're treating themselves and showing up themselves. It's the way they start directly speaking to their kids about their belief in them, their future, their success, and what they're able to have. You know what? That's cool and all that you want to have that car, but you better plan on working your mother bleeping ass off. Oh, bleep, bleep, right? Because if you ever want to drive that, you're going to need to make so much money, and that's probably not going to happen. And you guys, some of you are like, I would never say that. I've never said that. First of all, there are some parents that are, and it might be you guys. And second of all, you said something close to those words that have damaged or harmed your child's, and you don't even know it. Because guess what? All of us have. Every single one of us. And equally, all of us are affected. There's like these 3 integral points in your life, from this point of toddler to like middle age to more like teenager, maybe early 20s, where someone did something or said something, but might have seemed like a minor instance, but it literally shaped the future of your life because of the way that it impacted you and the way you process the thoughts. So today, you guys, what I want you to step away with is that you may not have taught your baby the F word this morning. High five to me, parent life, right? That might not be you this morning, but you're doing something, saying something that's impacting your children, and it's either impacting them on a positive note or on a negative note. So maybe take a look in the mirror. Have a conversation with yourself, right? Take a look and say, how are you showing up to you? How are you showing up to your life? How are you being a role model in your health, physically, in your health mentally, in your wealth, in your success, in pursuing your passions, in your relationships, in the way you communicate to your husband, in the way you communicate to your friends, and the way you bitch and moan and gossip about other people, which they hear and they're doing, and the way that you're receiving our reality right now, and you're whining about COVID and masks and debating about all this stuff all the time, and you're bringing in so much of this negativity, and your kid they're showing up just like you. They're showing up to school. They're bringing the conversation to their friends. They're bringing the conversation to their parents. It's eating them alive. That's what's happening right now. You guys, that's what's happening right now. Your actions are doing that. And the coolest part of this whole conversation, you guys, the coolest part of this whole conversation is when you look in the mirror and you have this convo with yourself and you're like, dude, effing cow, how are you showing up? How many F words did you teach your baby this morning, yesterday, this last week? And F words have quotes around it, you guys. That's the way that you're effing up their life, right? How many ways did you instill something that you don't like? Do you want to own that negativity? Do you want to own that pessimism? Do you want to own that lack of action? Do you want to own those negative relationships? Do you want to own your lack of success, your lack of financial success, relational success? Do you love what you're doing? It's because if you do, express it to them because you want it to become them. But if you don't want them to have that, if you want them to have better than you, if you want them to have more than you need to start changing your languaging around them, the way you show up to your own life, and start taking some control. So this is what I was going to say. The best part about this conversation, by the way, Witten just shat his britches, and like I'm sitting in here and stank for the last 3 minutes. So I want you guys to know I truly love you because I'm about to barf from the smell. Like, for reals. Okay. What I really want you to take away, okay, is that you get to change in an instant. You get to show up today to your babies differently. And yes, did Quincy drop the F-bomb this morning? He did. But guess what? We don't have to cuss. We don't have to say the F word around him this afternoon. And we don't have to say it to him tomorrow. Now, I could make the choice, just like you could make the choice, to go home and be like, what's up, F and Quincy? How was your effing day at preschool? F yeah, what'd you effing learn? That's what I could say. But guess what? I'm not going to say that because you can change in an instant. You can choose to show up to life differently in an instant. So if you've been having different F word moments in your life, the way you talk to yourself, the way you talk about yourself, the foods that you're taking in, the way that you're representing any of it, right? Then just stop using that F word. That's it. It actually is simple. It actually is simple. And the more you do it, the more you'll become it, and the more they'll become it, and their lives will be lit up because you decided F no more. No F and more. No F. I don't know. You could use F. It's hard to say F instead of the actual word, right, guys? I mean, all different ways there. Okay. If you're committed, I hope this was way too long. I'm sorry. It's fine, guys. If you're committed, say I'm committed, right, to discovering my own F words. I love you guys. Light and love from my poopy smelling car to yours. Callie Carroll.